Well, YouTube, we're back. We're back tonight. We're gonna do the foul fitting on it. Remember, a nice set of pistons for the small block. Okay. Now we're gonna foul fit the rings. It's gonna be hard for me to show y'all how to foul fit these rings because of my camera. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna set the camera up so that you can see the actual foul, how you foul fit the ring and how you size it in the block. This time on the other side of the shop, I got the block here. So let's get to that, and then, so now this is the episode, how to foul fit a ring and get the gap you need. Like I say, this is gonna be a power adder, turbo, nitrous, one of them. But this is how we're gonna do it. The way I do it, you can take it, run with it. Somebody else may do different, but this is how I do it. So let's do it. All right. See, that's my tube. It's a manual. It's a manual foul fitter. But I put the old trusty drill on it to turn it. So I've already started this procedure. So I'm just gonna show you. So far I'm on piston number 7. I think front 7. Okay, the trick to this is you gotta foul fit the ring. You gotta foul fit the ring, not to the piston, but to the block. So what I do is I go ahead and put my R-ring on. I go ahead and install the R-ring. You got to get the rings right on this. It takes a little bit of time. Some people got twos, but I've done so many by hand. I can get it right. So I always put my R-ring on. Then I always do my second groove. Your second groove ring, do it next. So then I take it to the block. Put my ring in the block to check the clearance. Okay, so I got my filler gauge here, and I got the 30,000s out. I'm gonna put 30,000 gap in these because, like I say, we're gonna run maybe a turbo or nitrous, one of the turbo or nitrous. So I always put I got my 30,000s out. Then I make sure, no dark over here. The ring is, I always do it with the way the ring is gonna go on the piston. So this is the top side. Trust me, be careful, because this thing spinning with this drill will go fast, so it'll take off a lot. So you have to do a little, I do mine a little bit at a time. Then I go back to the block. Let me turn this to the block. Maybe I want y'all to see this. So at the block, I got an old piston with the R-ring still on it. insert the ring into the block. Make sure it's even all the way around. Then I take my filler gauge and I check the gap. $30. Not quite enough, so we're going to go back to the ring. Remember, you always check your clearance with your block, not your piston, because your cylinder is what closes the gap up, not the piston. $30,000. So that's how you check it in your cylinder. Then I go back to my file fitter. And you have to always check your ring for burrs, because if you have a burr, it'll catch in your piston in your ring groove, and it won't let the ring spin. That may cause it to collapse the ring, so always put it back. And file the edges down. Make them smooth so they won't catch a piston. And now they're smooth. I already know I got 30,000 gap. Then I take my piston, and I put my second groove on. Make sure you put the ring on the correct way also. And these are thin 1/16 rings, so you have to be careful if you don't have a tube. I got a tube, but it's easier for me to use my hands. All right, then I get my number 1, same thing. Figure out which way it go in the block. I go to the block. Make sure they don't already have a gap. Back in the old days, you had to really check these because machines weren't as good as they were now. Back in the old days, machine will mess up. Your ring may already have 45,000 gap, or it may not have no gap at all. It may not even be the right ring, the right size. So you have to always check it. But now machines are good. You normally don't have that problem. I've done this so many times. I'm pretty good on one spin. And you can't do it a long period of time to try to get your clearance either. You don't want to get the ring that hot. Well, I spoke too soon. Not enough. If I hadn't said it, then I wouldn't have to do this but once. But no, I said something. And now I got my gap I want. File it down. Remember, get the burrs off of it. Make sure each side is smooth so it won't catch your piston. Then make sure you put your ring on correctly. And remember, before you install these in your engine, you got to oil the ring grooves. See how smooth it is when I deburr it? That way I know it'll work. No catches. No catches. So you can't come back and say, hey, you didn't file fit my rings right, because I just showed you. But that's how I file fit my rings for to get the gap for a power adder. Turbo, nitrous, blower, all of them. You gotta do the gap. So that's how I get that done. So that was number 7. So I got to do the even side. And I got a little bit to go. Well, the compressor came on. So, well, YouTube, that's how I file fit. Short, sweet, simple. Just need the right tools. There are better tools than what I got. I'm old fashioned. That's how I get it done. I think it works pretty good. I haven't had any problem. But of course, you'll see. I'm gonna have to let you all go so I can really go to work and get this done, because I am behind. So till the next time, YouTube, we'll be putting this engine in the car and running. To show you, I am behind. 1, 2, got a 5, 3 on the floor over there, got to be tore down, rebuilt. I'm building this small block here, finishing up the Monte Carlo. TA still here, other Monte Carlos done, and then my 2 old school muscle cars are over there. I'll let you see them again. The 69 engine, it's got to be redone. Mustang's still here, but it's done, ready. Monte Carlo's still here, done and ready. Like I say, 69 engine's got to come out. The Chevelle finally got all the parts. We're gonna get started on it maybe the weekend. Got all the parts for the Chevelle. We're gonna put new headers, new valve covers, engine leak. I'm thinking about changing the intake carburetor, but I got to get with the owner on that. But this is all stock car. I mean, all GM stock car. So I don't want to do too much, change too much. It's like I say, it's a 396 4-speed car, and it's all original, and it's convertible. So when I get started, I'm gonna put it back out there and let y'all see it. I already did a gear in it. I did a gear swap in it. Now I'm gonna put wildwood disc brakes all the way around it. So that's what we're gonna start on this weekend. All right, YouTube. Like I say, it's been fun. Got a lot of work to do. Excuse my hand. We got a lot of work to do, and I'll be getting back with you in a couple of days. All right, YouTube. Later.